We also talk about how spooked Pakistan is post-Operation Sindoor as it has been halted. There has been a pause, and how Pakistan appears thoroughly rattled. In a clear sign of panic in Islamabad, Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif has now called for an all-party huddle to discuss the country's security posture. The Pakistani Prime Minister is expected to brief top political leaders on the situation and the government's response strategy. And the sudden meeting comes amid growing pressure on Pakistani establishment after India's assertive military messaging as well. Because we have seen, even when it comes to the Pakistani establishment, its own people are against the government, are against their military. They are in no position to even have any kind of a conflict, and that too with India. They already knew that this is a war, this is a conflict which they are bound to lose, and that is exactly what has happened. So what is the point of bringing together political parties, Pradeep, when it comes to their own people and the opposition leaders who do not have faith in their current dispensation?
See, after this Operation Sindoor, what Pakistan tried to do, they tried to celebrate, because you know what, the intelligent people always try to take lesson from the mistakes they commit, but fool always try to celebrate and further try to befool people, and that's exactly what is happening in Shehbaz Sharif case also, because they thought that this way they will be trying to pose a very strong image of theirs, but in the heart of heart, they know what really has happened, and they have seen the consequence of confrontation with India, that how India was able to not only decimate and demolish their terror hub in the heart of Pakistan, but also India was able to cause damage to many of their air bases, including Noor Khan in Rawalpindi. That's close to the Rawalpindi headquarters. That's one of the reasons that Pakistan is completely spooked, and many people in Pakistan back home are asking the question that what really they achieved. Now, what actually they are trying to do, there is going to be a meeting where with all political parties they are trying to convince them that what they have really done. I think the similar thing had happened in 1965. Shehbaz Sharif should have taken lesson from what really happened in 1965. When in 1965 India won the war and Pakistan lost it badly, that was the time also General Ayub Khan, who was the president of Pakistan that time, he also started celebration, trying to tell the world that see how they had been able to win this war. And exactly the same thing Shehbaz Sharif did, but world knows what really happened, because how Pakistan was on knees. They had completely surrendered. Why they had surrendered? Reason, they never thought that India is going to hit 100 kilometers inside Pakistani territory. India is going to hit all those important bases where from their F-16 can fly. India is going to hit all those bases where from their transport aircrafts can fly. And yes, these transport aircrafts are really very important to provide any kind of a logistic support, especially during the time of war. So when they were totally decapitated, so finally they were on knees. They asked, they called United States of America. They were begging for peace. Yes. And finally, India has responded.
Well,
now,
we reiterate that it was the Pakistani DGMO who had dialed his Indian counterpart, and this is what the Prime Minister had explained in his yesterday's address to the nation again.